#1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines. Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Getting some heat. And that pass picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. TCU has it back in the Horned this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to...
And the pressure was too much. Get him at the 15.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
He's looking for an open man on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
He's got great speed. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverine. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll fire. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Snap from the gun on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh my, he just shanked that one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
And it doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Makes a connection. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these off. Hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you, man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there, and yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, and he's trying to break all these tackles with all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and the big momentum swing back to the other side.
He'll start this drive firing. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Williams will pass. Buying some time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Defense in press coverage. Using the quick game.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way.
Racing down the left side. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in here, got the long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This is a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Palmer. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
To the air, it's Barnes. This time on target. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
He chucks one out to the right. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Back open in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to pass it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Ready to try the point after. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to throw. And they got him for the sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the jet motion. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat that out. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
He wants to throw. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. A little too much on that.
Well, the offense tries to go RPO, but that time the quarterback and his intended target just couldn't hook up.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Still running at the 40. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. And he's going to score. Touchdown, TCU! On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Barnes. Quarterback adapting. He'll let it go down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Feeling some heat.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. And that ball is picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass, it's Barnes. Finds his big tight end. Hey, that's a live ball. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
He'll keep it himself. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game,
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Line gets set, first down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. At midfield, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
with that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. goes to the option. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's taking a deep shot. Already toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. come out throwing on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses